news, comments, background reports all about Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Tuesday, August 13, 2024. I'm Alfred Rogers, anchoring. In the headlines this afternoon, government reports massive sea erosion in Greenville, Sino County.
The people in those areas and the team of disaster managers are prepared and equipped to provide aid where needed.
Civil Service Agency announces the blocking of more than 300 employees from 10 government entities. Foreign Minister Sarah Besto Yanti craves European Union's technical support for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia. In Tanzania, senior leaders of the main opposition Chadema party, including its chairman Freeman Mbowe and its deputy Tundu Lissu, released on bail. Also coming up is a commentary titled Preventing Future Shortage of Petroleum Products in Liberia. Details of these captivating stories, plus more, including the news in French. All coming up. First, here is Grace Moriezi and the news bulletin.
Government has expressed concerns over issue of massive sea erosion in Greenville, Sino County. Recently, there have been reports of constant sea erosion in Greenville, Sino County, affecting some residents in the county. Speaking Tuesday at MECAD regular press briefing, Information Minister Jeremy Pia said government is, however, finding solutions to the matter.
Government assures the people in those areas and the team of disaster managers are prepared and equipped to provide aid where needed.
Minister Pia described the sea erosion as grave and called on residents of Sino County to remain calm as government will swiftly address the situation. The information minister reassured government's commitment to improving the livelihood of Liberians in all sectors. Foreign Minister Sarah Besloyanti is craving the technical support of the European Union for the establishment of a War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia. Minister Yanti said the establishment of an office to facilitate the War and Economic Crimes Court reflects government's commitment to addressing past injustices and providing closure to the countless victims of conflict. The Dean of the Cabinet spoke Tuesday at the start of the 12th Liberia-European Union Partnership Dialogue in Monrovia.
The establishment of an office to facilitate the War and Economic Crime Court reflects our commitment to addressing past injustices and providing closure to the countless victims of conflict. We look to you, the European Union, countries in the EU as an entity. We look to you for guidance, for technical support as we approach this very vital endeavor.
Minister Yanti noted government recognizes the imperative of transparency, accountability, and the fight against corruption as pillars of a thriving democracy. The Liberian foreign minister assured government's dedication to the rule of law and governance reform. Meanwhile, the head of the European Union delegation in Liberia, Ambassador Nona Deprez, has expressed confidence the ongoing dialogue will enhance partnership between Liberia and the EU. Ambassador Deprez said the dialogue is the first under the Samoa Agreement and first since the inception of the new administration. Ambassador Deprez noted the Samoa Agreement is the new principal framework for European Union relations with 2 billion people of 79 African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries.
We look forward to a comprehensive and deep dialogue on all of the facets of our partnership with Liberia, the first under the Samoa Agreement and the first with this new government.
The agreement brings together more than half of members of the United Nations from 4 continents around shared priorities and interests. Ambassador Deprez noted the EU looks forward to a comprehensive and deep engagement on all of the facets of its partnership with Liberia. The Internal Affairs Ministry says it remains committed to implement the Local Government Act of 2018. Assistant Internal Affairs Minister for Research and Development Planning, Emmanuel Wenyu, said the recent election of the National Council of Chiefs is in compliance with Chapter 3 of the Act. Minister Wenyu clarified the ministry did not illegally remove former Chief Zanzan Kawa as widely speculated, noting the process was closely monitored by international partners.
The National Council of Chiefs comprises 15 members, one per council. So it's the law say all 15 of them now should come together and elect their head, which is to be the chair, the national chair of the Council of Chiefs. So that was done in Banga. It was this misinterpretation of, oh, this person is removed.
He disclosed the National Council of Chiefs comprises 15 members representing each county, of which the election was conducted to have a chairman of the council. Minister Wenyu made the disclosure Tuesday in an ELBC interview. More than 40 young professionals from 3 counties, Montserrado, Grand Bassa, and Bon, are expected to be recruited for this year's President Young Professional Program. The program is a 2-year fellowship aimed at building the capacity of young professionals from various disciplines and boosting the capacity level of government. Speaking on the Super Morning Show, the executive director of the program, Siata Dalminda, said the program is intended to breed the next generation of civil servants.
The PYPP program started in 2009 to beef up the capacity level of the government of Liberia and to train young professionals, transfer knowledge from an experienced professional to a young professional, and build the next generation of Liberia civil service leaders.
Madam Damida said the program is also training young professionals to be effective while exhibiting integrity and contributing to the growth of the country. She added that as part of its 15th anniversary celebration this year, about 20 persons will be graduating from the program. The Public Works Ministry has announced plans to commence road pavement of 71.8 kilometers in Grand Cru County and has begun holding dialogue on the resettlement process of affected houses through the National Road Fund program. Speaking in Grand Cru County, the ministry's Director of Resettlement, Armando Pay, said the 71.8 kilometer road, which will be asphalt pavement from Barclayville to Norqua and to Sasstown. Mr. Pay noted the ministry wants to have a direct link from Grand Cru to Sino counties. He disclosed funding for the road construction has been secured and ready for effective implementation by the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development through the National Road Fund. Mr. Pay hailed past and current administration for the road play in bringing relief to the country and citizens living in the southeastern region of Liberia. Several foreign investors from China and Morocco are expected in Liberia soon to invest in the National Port Authority (NPA). The decision was reached recently when NPA Managing Director Sekou Dukli held mutual discussions with his Chinese and Moroccan counterparts. NPA Public Relations Executive Director Piwi Besa said the investors will also work along with the port to develop a master plan upon arrival in the country.
We are optimistic that in the next couple of months, we will have a new national port. We'll have a new day in Liberia, especially under the leadership of Honorable Sekou Dukli.
Mr. Besa also disclosed that at least 25 employees of the National Port Authority are expected to depart the country this Wednesday for a 1-month capacity building training in China. He pledged the NPA's commitment to improving the entity and other seaports in Liberia. Civil Service Agency has released progressive report of its ongoing employee verification exercise affecting 10 government spending entities. The entities include National Wash Commission, Monrovia City Corporation, Liberia Broadcasting System, Governance Commission, Ministry of Information, among others. At a MICAD regular press briefing Tuesday, CSA Director General Josiah Jokai said During the exercise, 209 employees out of 955 employees were not verified at MCC. According to Mr. Jokai, total employees verified during the CSA ongoing employees verification exercise at the Monrovia City Corporation is put at 630 employees. Meanwhile, the Civil Service Agency BUS disclosed that at least 13 employees constituting 1% of the workforce of MCC were on leave without evidence of approved supporting documents. The presiding judge of the 16th Judicial Circuit Court in Guapolu County, Wise has cautioned judicial actors to fast-track the prosecution of pre-trial detainees. Councillor Wise said the continued detention of persons without adjudication of their cases is a violation of their human rights. He called on magistrates and lawyers to ensure cases on the court's docket for the August term of court are adjudicated. Meanwhile, Judge Wise has fined magistrates and lawyers 25 United States dollars for their absence during the opening of the August term of court. Authorities at the Monrovia City Corporation say close to 90% of renovation have completed on some of its infrastructure facilities. The mayor of Monrovia, John Siafa, named some of the facilities as the Stockton Creek and Pavement transfer stations in Cinco and Bushro Island. Mr. Siafa said when the Pavement transfer station is fully reopened, it will relieve the tension of waste on Center Street and other temporary holding facilities across Monrovia and immediate environs.
Grace Moyezi with the news bulletin. She comes back a little later. That's when you listen to the international news. This is Newsline on State Radio. One of the big stories we follow in this afternoon. Civil Service Agency announces the blocking of more than 300 employees from 10 government entities. Today's one now, constant sea erosion in Greenville, Sino County, is said to be taking away large portion of land while leaving residents of the county vulnerable. The situation has since June the attention of government. At MICAT press briefing Tuesday in Monrovia, Information Minister Shirley Pia disclosed government's full preparedness to address the situation.
The government is keenly monitoring the key effects reports of massive sea erosion affecting